Well, Stephan Hansen is the world #1, but last time we saw him shoot an individual final outdoors was the 2017 World Championships in Mexico City, where he narrowly missed out on defending the title he won in 2015. Can he book his place in Samsung here today?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field for the compound men's gold medal final. Shooting on target #2, ranked #1 in the world, world champion of 2015. Please give a warm Salt Lake City welcome, Stephan Hansen. And here comes his opponent. Ranked #4 in the qualifying round. The man who defeated PJ Deloche. The man who defeated Anton Bulyev. The man from India. Please welcome Abhishek Verma. Our World Archery International judge for this match is Mr. Hossein Nasarinejad. We are about to get underway.
Please prepare.
Target one shooting first.
Verma shoot first. You shoot second. Range clear. Match begin.
Well, Hussein Nasarinejad there from Iran announcing that the range is clear. And it will be Abhishek Verma of India to shoot first here. He's ranked #9 in the world. So Stephan Hansen here, the world #1 from Denmark, shooting his first arrow of the gold medal match here in compound men's individual discipline, shooting a 9 as well. And he has been asking about the wind here, clearly concerned about it, and he's standing as close to the building as he can. And the wind has picked up.
That 7's a big opportunity right there for Hansen.
Just pulling that one though.
Picked up a point, not much, but you could see that wind was bucking him around pretty good on that.
Just picked up a little bit. Abhishek Verma with his last arrow of the first end, a crucial gold medal match. The winner books their place automatically for the World Cup finals in Samsung, and Verma shoots a 10 with 5 seconds left on the clock. He had a little bit of swagger as he walked onto the shooting line here.
He was definitely happy about that. Hansen again fighting the wind on that.
Vic, it's picked up again. It's crazy.
I don't know from one arrow to the next if it's going to be windy or calm. Well, I know it's going to be windy. It's just a matter of how much wind these archers are going to be fighting during that shot.
Both shoot at 26 here. We are in between two ranges of mountains. We're on a plateau, but we're at 1,200, 1,300 meters as well.
Yeah, 4,200 feet of elevation. It's wide open country, so this wind really picks up a lot of steam coming across the countryside before it gets here. It's not a lot of structure blocking it.
Well, let's hear what the coaches have to say about it.
Match is time. You shoot first.
Yeah, they don't really say too much as soon as we go to them, but clearly Hansen, the world #1, will be keen to book his place through automatic qualification. Abhishek Verma, though, almost relaxed. He came through qualification as the #4 seed in this competition. Hansen, the #3. Scores level, so we'll stick with Verma shooting first in the second end of the gold medal match. 10.
15. Yep, next.
Followed by a 10. They're
Both of those
matching
were-
each other.
Both of those were very smooth, strong shots.
Very short.
Just pulling that one down.
18.
Still fairly central.
Stærk skud. 15. Yep.
Pressure to take advantage. Not showing another 10 from the world number 1 Dane.
Klar igen.
These archers, they practice all the time to try to shoot their form consistently the same from shot to shot.
15.
During this wind, it makes it very challenging for them to do that, but they're trying to shoot that same shot in this competition that they've been shooting in practice all along. As another archer watching it, sometimes I can tell by how smooth the shot is, the direction of everything, did it stay in a good line with the target. You get a good feeling for how that shot is and where that shot might land. However, the one thing that I don't know is where was their sight picture when that shot broke? You know, was their sight pin on the middle or was it out in the red? I don't know.
Well, you talk about trying to shoot the same shot over and over again. Hansen getting a perfect score there. And here we get a replay of those 3 10s.
So if you look at those 3 shots, the first and third shot looked fairly similar, where that middle shot, he was making a little bit of correction for his sight picture in the wind, I'm guessing.
Hansen leading by 4 points. You shoot first, you shoot second.
After even first end, Hansen pulls away in the second with a perfect 30. So Abhishek Verma will shoot again, but not because of the order, but because he is trailing. The Indian world number 8 starts us off in the third end of the compound men's individual gold medal match.
Værsgo. Stærk skud. Arbejde med det. Masser af tid. 15. Masser af tid. Leg med vinden. 10. 9. Yep. 10. 9 break.
4th 10 in a row.
Wind picking up here in the booth.
We can see Verma wobbling around. He's holding on to this one. 5 seconds left. And he's pulled that one off the target completely.
The wind really got the best of him on that one. That wind, I can feel it up here in the booth. It is just galing right now.
Stærk skud. Yep. 9.
Not affecting Hansen as much. He gets a 9. But a miss there marked up for Verma. How can he recover here? Well, gets an 8. Has this one already crept away from the Indian?
When the wind's blowing like this, it can happen to one archer just as easily as it happened to the last archer.
That's a very, very good point, Vic.
However, if I was Hansen, I would be very happy about the lead at the moment, but I would still be trying to just make good shots and not get caught in these hard wind gusts.
8-8 miss.
We see him getting blown around here, and that was the shot that drifted off down and to the right. I mean, that's still less than 100 centimeters away from the center of the target.
But it's off. There's no score for that arrow.
But you talked about the margins of error and you know how little.
My guess is probably the difference between that arrow being off the target and that arrow being in the yellow would have been less than half a second just from that sight wobbling on and off and on and off, and it probably just went off on the wrong wobble.
In the quarterfinals, came up against Steve Anderson of the United States. Semifinals took out Ray Gallanty.
Samme rytme.
Back in action now. Abhishek Verma trailing.
एक लाइन में रोक के मारिए उसको.
6 arrows left for both archers, including that one from Verma, and a 16-point lead for Hansen.
15. Yep. 7.
Hansen, 9 points.
Well, that's all Hansen needs to do. Match him arrow for arrow, and he's guaranteed the gold medal.
Good shot, 9 points.
Værsgo.
That's right. Verma wants to, at this point, pick up enough to get within that 10-point margin in case there's a mistake by Hansen.
Stephan with 8.
Okay.
Mr. Verma scoring 9.
Værsgo.
Down here, take.
Well, 27 out of 30, not a bad score.
15. Masser af tid.
And that's paying off with 9s.
26 points on that end.
Skal ikke have nade.
Verma will be shooting first.
Jeg har faktisk ikke, altså jeg føler, at jeg godt kan holde den inden for skiven. Jeg må ikke også bare sådan her.
Det er det, der smukt også.
That is Mark. So, on the line there. Check the wing.
Så er det lige nok, at jeg fik meget ud af bare mig. Vi skal bare ramme skiven 2 gange.
Målet er 1, skyd inden for tiden, 2, ramme skiven, og så ser vi, hvad der kommer.
Ja, det er 12 minutter. Lad os bare ramme skiven 2 gange.
Skyd en lidt, så kommer der en flyvende takke.
Hansen leading by 15 points. Shoot first, you shoot second.
Well, a 15-point lead for Hansen, and I think you could see very clearly for yourselves the difference in the two camps. There was a bit of banter, a bit of joking, a bit of laughing in the Danish camp, and silence in the Indian camp. Verma to shoot first, trailing by 15, 3 arrows for each archer left in the gold medal match.
Værsgo. Stærkt skud hele vejen. Masser af tid. 15. Yep. Next.
A 10. If you're going to go out, if you're going to lose the match, you want to do it with a couple of 10s.
5. Yep.
And if you win, you like to do it with a couple of 10s as well.
Go out in style. Last arrow from Verma.
And a 9 to finish.
And 28 out of 30. The writing was on the wall before this 5th end.
Yep.
And the world #1, Stephan Hansen from Denmark, finishes with a perfect score of 30. He handled the pressure and the intensity of winning the gold medal and booking automatic qualification for Samsung, even under the toughest of conditions given the weather. Hansen has won the gold medal in Salt Lake City and booked his place in the World Cup finals.
Victory ceremony just ahead.
Vic, I mean, what incredible scenes there with a miss from Abhishek Verma. Your heart goes out to him.
Yeah, that's tough. That's really a tough one. You know, as a competitor, you don't want to see that from your opponent, and as the person shooting it, you don't want that to happen to you either. You know, you want everybody to shoot their best, and you just shoot a little bit better on that given match or that given day. But we saw Stephan Hansen finishing there with a 30. I mean, that's a champion right there. There's no wonder that he's booked his ticket to the World Cup finals.
And just on that point there, the pressure was really on Hansen, though, because he's the world #1. And to be honest, he needed to win this. I mean, yes, second and perhaps a good result in Berlin could have got him there, but he needed to guarantee his place in Samsung.
That's right, that's right. It got a lot easier for him after that miss, and that pressure kind of relieves and lets off a little bit and probably let him relax and get into his comfort zone a little bit more. But early on in the match, it's a lot of pressure for both of these archers.
Well, there were the 3 10s at the end, a perfect 30 out of 30 and a hug from his coach, and a brilliant slow motion replay of one of the arrows flying down the 50-meter range, hitting that center of that 80-centimeter wide target. And the crowd here have been given an absolute brilliant finale on Compound Saturday. And you can follow us live, as you probably are, but you can follow us live in between our live sessions on social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and of course Instagram, to get all the behind the scenes action here on the circuit. You can see the flag still blustering away, but that's the end of the archery action. We do have a medal ceremony to come for the men's individual, and the athletes will be coming out with the presentation team very shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony for the compound men's event. Medals will be presented by World Archery Executive Board member, Mr. Greg Easton. Checks and gifts will be presented by USA Archery Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Rod Menzer. Bronze medal winner, representing the Russian Federation, Anton Hulyev. Silver medal winner, representing India, Abhishek Verma. Gold medal, representing Denmark, Stephan Hansen. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Denmark. Please congratulate our athletes, ladies and gentlemen.